Picture this. As you drive to your home or hotel tonight, you can't see through your windshield. Instead, you see an image projected onto it, an image of the road conditions. But it is a still image, and it is from 5 days ago. That car about to turn right, or that green light that you see, do not reflect the present conditions. What an excruciating situation to be in. Today, we want to talk about people who are in very similar situation at work, and about how, with your help, we can provide them with the data that they need to succeed. While working at the Shell Port Arthur refinery as an engineer and a project manager, I met Roy. Roy is the margin improvement manager for this refinery, which is the largest in the US. Roy's main responsibility is to maximize profits by producing valuable products at the lowest cost possible. To do this, he needs to know the accurate chemical composition of the ingredients that go into his products. Unfortunately for Roy, his refinery is losing profits because there is no way to fully optimize production. The chemical analysis methods available are either rough estimates based on correlations from the 1960s or time-consuming lab analysis. As business professionals, we all know the consequences and the frustration of not having the proper information necessary to do our jobs. Like Roy, a lot of our jobs depend on maximizing profits. Now imagine having to use low quality and untimely data based on 50-year-old technology. I think we can all feel Roy's pain. Now for Roy, his pain is costly. Failure to optimize based on accurate data can equal up to 10% loss of gross margins. For him, that is a $36 million problem every year, straight from the bottom line. For the average refinery, this number is $7 million. Those lost profits are a significant portion of a well-known problem, which is known as margin leakage. In the US, this is a $1 billion problem. If refineries just had access to real-time accurate data, they could recoup these lost profits. So here's the deal. Oil and gas companies are leaking profits. So why can't Roy fully optimize production? Well, like a baker, he uses recipes. X ingredients go through a process and result in Y products. But here's where the job gets interesting. Unlike a baker, the chemical composition of Roy's ingredients are always changing. That's because crude and intermediate products have a complex composition. Like a fingerprint, it is always different. Well, you might be surprised that the actual composition of Roy's ingredients is normally not measured directly because it takes a lab to do so. And by the time that he receives his results, 3 to 5 days later, the information is worthless. So instead, the information he has to make decisions is a highly inaccurate estimate of the ingredient composition that can be off by up to 40%. This can make product yields off by up to 15%. This well-documented problem is hardly surprising. Just like a baker's pie would be totally off if his flour had double the salt in it. It's inevitable. This problem is more important now than ever. In the past, refineries distilled the same crude oil and provided a stable range of products to their domestic customers. But the landscape today has shifted. First, market competitiveness. Refineries now buy opportunistically on the front end and need to optimize production on the back end. Second, refineries are more interconnected than ever. So, as one unit performance deviates, as they always do, the ingredients change for the next unit. This deviation from predicted yield is amplified by every unit down the line, resulting in lost profits. So right here, at Rice University, we have developed the world's first mini mass spectrometer that provides lab-grade chemical analysis. It operates in real time at the point of need. It is patent pending, and we have a working prototype. Essentially, our mini mass spec allows refineries like Roy's to have a reliable, portable laboratory that provides instant data in the size of a briefcase. The best part is, ROI can have this without changing any of the refinery's current processes. At Trace Matters, our mission is to make the lab accessible to anyone who needs it. Another point I show the prototype. Our core tech is mass spectrometry, which is the gold gold standard for finding out the molecular makeup of things. This information can be used for optimization and detection. Just think about the implications that this can have on healthcare, on bioterrorism detection, on national security, and on food safety. So how can you, as an investor, make money? We have validated 90% profit margin in our initial segment market. The device costs $20,000 to make, and we plan to listen to refineries for $5,000 per device per month. We estimate the average refinery will need 30 devices, and we project to capture 10 refineries by year 2. That means $30 million by the end of year 4. We have customer validation. We've spoken to 75% of the refinery clients in the Gulf Coast region, and we have traction. Shell has shown strong interest, and we have this letter of intent from Halliburton. My name is Al. I am an engineer, and I am the CEO of Trace Matters.
My name is Felix. I'm an engineer, and I am the CEO of Trace Matters.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I'm a two-time engineer, and I'm the CMO of Trace Matters.
And our CTO, Dr. Mászló Tagyuszkui, he's a renowned subject matter expert in the field of mass spectrometry. He is with us, as well as our advisory board, who we will introduce later in this presentation. Our core technology is lab grade because of its high sensitivity, its resolution, and its ability to detect liquids. What this quality of data means for our customers is that they can predict yields more accurately, which means better optimization, which means higher profits. However, this data is only available at laboratories because existing lab-grade mass specs are the size of a refrigerator. They cost up to $500,000 in a capital expenditure and need an expert to operate and interpret every result. So Dr. Mászló Tagyuszkui, our CTO, developed a solution, and he did this at the renowned Rice Integrated Systems and Circuits Lab, with access to the same resources that have attracted more than $20 million in funding from DARPA, NSF, DoD, Lockheed Martin, and many others to develop high-value technologies. We have a working lab prototype, and with your investment, we will make our first 3 field prototypes and be at the field within 6 months. It is designed to not change the process and not require shutdown for installation. The device automatically takes a small stream from the process for refineries, our initial segment. The device connects to the same sampling ports that are already in place. A true plug-and-play solution. No downtime. Immediate benefits. The core technology does not change for different industries. It can detect anthrax in the air, pesticides in the water, and cancer biomarkers in the blood. Imagine the possibilities. It also has a low cost of production, which makes growth to different industries not only feasible, but economically attractive. And now, Samantha is going to talk to you about our value proposition.
So our technology provides access to instant lab-grade data at the point of need. What this means for Roy and other refinery managers, which is our initial target segment, is money saved, 10% of gross margin, and the ability to make data-driven decisions. All of this without downtime and without disrupting the current process. Can you imagine what this competitive advantage would mean to companies like ExxonMobil or Shell, especially in this very highly competitive and razor-thin margin industry? Can you imagine the possibilities even beyond boosting revenues by increasing production that this unprecedented amount of quality data can enable? Machine learning, neural networks, leading to intelligent refinery of the future. And can you imagine the possibility in industries beyond oil and gas? So our initial target segment is US-based refineries. There are a couple reasons for this. One, we know the industry and we know decision makers in it. Two, these decision makers are aware of the magnitude of the problem, so there is a very clear identified need. Three, the managers know they can solve the problem if they just had access to real-time lab-grade data, and we got our validation from the refineries for that. And four, based on the value we can provide this segment, our gross margin at Trace Matters can be up to 90%, which can then help fund our development. We'll be ready for market by October 2017, which is 6 months from now. Our solution can save the refinery industry $1 billion. We plan to lease our device directly to the customer for $5,000 a month. This is based off of our pricing strategy to charge 25% of the estimated value refineries will save by using our device. By leasing the device, companies like Roy's can count it as an operating expense instead of a capital expenditure. We're also open to exploring selling the device in special circumstances. So the fact that there is no process change or downtime required for installation is a huge advantage for our customer acquisition strategy. We plan to reach the decision maker, who is a direct boss to optimization managers like Roy, through trade shows like the OTC and directly through our team's very extensive network. The growth potential for our mini mass spec is tremendous. US-based refineries and petrochemical plants are our initial target segment, followed by international refineries, because our strategy and technology is immediately applicable. From there, we can address the specific needs in other verticals such as upstream oil and gas and industrial chemicals. And after that, the opportunities are endless. Furthermore, data collected through each of these customer groups is extremely valuable and helps support our growth. Through new applications such as neural networks and machine learning, we can have multiple revenue streams and applications. There are currently 2 market alternatives for our initial target segment. 1, you can send samples to a lab to collect data, or 2, you can choose not to use lab-grade data and use rough correlations to estimate yield. Managers must choose between timely data or lab-grade analysis. To get the lab-grade data, refineries must send samples to an off-site laboratory. Imagine the inefficiency of this process. An operator takes a sample, exposing it to safety risk, exposing the sample to a contamination risk. He needs to fill paperwork, not only time-consuming, but subject to mistakes. The sample is then sent to a lab where an expert operator prepares the sample and tests it. He writes and sends it back. After 3 to 5 days and countless sources of safety, contamination, and logistical risk, the refinery finally gets a result. Our solution eliminates all of these delays and these risks. Instead, Roy can now have the chemical composition data when he needs it in real time on his own computer screen. For refineries that choose not to get lab-grade data, they must use rough correlations that were developed in the 1960s. The risks with sending a sample to the lab are the same here. The trade-off for refineries of using this method instead of sending to a lab is faster analysis, but it's at the cost of inaccuracy. The chemical concentration of the components can be off by 50%, which makes the yield off by up to 15%. For refineries, this means a loss of 10% gross margin and up to 25% of operating margin. There are other miniature mass specs in the market, but none of them provide lab-grade analysis. Our mini mass spec solves the problem on-site at the refinery in real time. Optimization managers no longer have to make a choice between timely data and inaccurate data. Instant lab-grade analysis is now available with Trace Matters. So our competitive advantage is, 1, we are the first to market with this technology. Our device is the first miniature device available that does deliver lab-grade results. It's patent pending, the cost of production is low, and we have a very, very capable and experienced team to take it to market, which I'm now going to let Felix talk more about.
Thank you, Sam. So let me talk to you about our team. First, Alex spent 10 years in the oil and gas industry, primarily downstream, for Shell and its Motiva joint venture, including day-to-day operations and executive roles. I have spent 12 years in upstream, both in the front line and corporate. Sam has started multiple companies and has a deep understanding of marketing and distribution channels. Our CTO, Mazdak Tagiuskui, is a leading expert and an opinion leader in mass spectrometry. There are very few scientists in the world who can undertake a project like this, and he is one of them. Aidin Babakani is our technical advisor. He has led the development of numerous technologies to commercialization as the director of the RISE Integrated Systems and Circuits Lab. Some of these new technologies were also miniaturized versions of existing technologies. Lastly, Omar Kulbastran is our advisor. He has over 30 years of experience in oil and gas, and his successes include founding his own company and taking it to an IPO. He succeeded by understanding the needs of his customers in the oil and gas industry, and we plan to apply that page and many others from his playbook. TraceMatter is uniquely positioned to succeed. We understand our customers and know what we need to do to make this happen in our industry. We have guidance and mentorship from the best in the business with a proven track record. Our target market is extremely attractive, plus all the vertical markets has a huge upside. Our value proposition is extremely compelling, even taking only into account existing known markets. At the end, is possibilities to harness the power of all these new data, a huge upside. We have a 2-year head start, and we have a working prototype to show for it. Remember that we have traction in the form of a strong interest and a letter of intent from customers who can't wait to get our product. By year 1, our core technology should be completely developed and fine-tuned. At that point, to go to new markets, all that will be required will be to customize the application around existing technology, which is relatively simple. We expect that will take us an average of 6 months. We expect to reach operational break-even by year 2 and reach $60 million of revenues by year 5. Now let me pass it back to Al so he can tell you about the ask.
So today we are asking $1.25 million. We're going to use this money to make 3 field prototypes, and we expect to be in the field within 6 months. By year 5, we expect to be ready to license our technology, and by then we'll be a prime acquisition target. So, if you only remember one thing about today, here's what I'd like you to remember. We have a large opportunity here. The $1 billion that we can save for refineries is only a trace of the potential of our technology. Trace matters.
Woo!
Right.